Alright, so today, the reason why today's going to be different. Alright, you took the feedback, and you're not going to be talking that, like, this Sunday and I aren't going to be talking that much today. We have a lot going on in terms of y'all talking. But with that being said, I'm going to set the expectation that you got to be with me, and you got to be with us. We're going to be present. Alright? We're going to be moving. We're going to be using technology. We got all that stuff today, all right? But y'all will also be reading a lot, so just be prepared for that as well, all right? I'm about to put the Junior up on the board, or Junior is about to come up, and y'all will have maybe 5 minutes from the computer back to 8 o'clock to work on it, okay? All right. So if you do not have your Chromebook, you're not going to get it. All right.
So what's the blocks we go to?
Huh? Y'all go to the second block. Y'all go to then the testing location, and I think after that y'all go to the third block. Right? And I don't know the exact schedule yet.
That's it.
No, they didn't even go to regular classes. So like, I think it's like yesterday's schedule, but it's still you just doing instead of going to your first block, you go to your second, and then everything else is the way it was yesterday. That's my understanding.
So this block ain't at 9:10.
Huh?
So this block ain't at 9:10.
Yes.
Second block? Yeah, I'll put up the, basically we don't have one indicator.
Go Miss Fields. I got my stuff. No, I don't want to Miss Fields.
All right, so good morning. Hopefully I'll see more of y'all. Good morning is a struggle. So what we're doing right now, the Junior's on the board. You're going to respond to the prompt in your notebook. It says, which is worse? Have you had something bad happen to you that is within your control? Having something bad happen to you that's within your control, or having something bad happen to you that's outside of your control? Why do you say that? And just provide some examples. You have 5 minutes to do this at voice level 0. You're going to be doing it independently, all right? You can go right now. It's 5 minutes. And I'll set the expectation again. For those that weren't here, we're going to be doing, we took feedback. We're not talking as much. Y'all are going to be doing a lot of talking and discussing today. Caleb, that's the warning. Can't do the phone. All right? So I'm asking that y'all stay with us. We do a lot of work today. Those are clean, man. I ain't use them. I ain't use them. Alright.
So did I put any grades
today. It's not that you didn't do any work today. We're working on it, or somebody's working on it, all right? So I asked him when he could try and have the grades in it.
Now give me a picture.
All right, expectation is that everybody's worked, yes.
No, clear.
Or like something you could have prevented, or something that you did, yes. All right? One. Lord, do now's on the board. All right, take the joints off. Let's get to it. We're going to be doing a lot of work today, a lot of talking.
How long we in here for?
It's 10 minutes short.
9, 10.
Always
11, 12, 13.
I'm like,
15. Good shoes,
on my feet. So now if they say something, I got my shoes on. You know what
time check. You have 2 minutes left.
2.
2 minutes to respond to the prompt.
Because it said on here, but
Where's your phone? All right, in the next minute, I'm going to start coming around with the do-nows. Seeing the people on task.
Oh, you got another pencil, sir?
I don't. Sorry.
Somebody got another pencil? Hey, Don. Don, you got another pencil?
I need to go get some tissue and I know like 55.
All right, cool. So because time is short today, I got you.
I said I need some tissue that not hurt my nose.
All right. You ready after the 10 minutes? All right. So, what we're going to do now is we're going to have a brief discussion about it, okay? If you came in a bit late and you're still writing, you can continue writing, or you can share out your thoughts on with your partner. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to have a turn and talk about the topic. Basically, remember the topic was the do-now was is it worse to have something bad happen to you that is outside of your control, or is it worse to have something bad happen to you that's within your control? All right. What you're going to do now for the next 2 minutes at a voice level 2, because you're in pairs, you're going to turn and talk to a partner about your discussion, about what your response to the do now. Okay? I'm going to put 2 minutes on the clock, and go ahead, turn and talk. As the talk will come around, making sure that you're on task discussion. Do not was
Sometimes not always just your fault, just because, no, not always. Not always. That's why if you tell your brother, okay, that's why you tell your brother, stop jumping on the bed. They keep jumping on the bed. And they fall off. It's not your fault, it's their fault. You told them you could have prevented it, but they didn't listen.
You would only get 1 point.
I'm trying to answer. And even if after you say, go back I agree with you.
Because I feel like it's just in your control. Hey, this is my turn to talk to nobody because you say one. So I just feel like you gotta have your business. If you know that it's something that you can control it. Straight like that, you know. And what you said is true. There's just an opportunity to be honest. Not to tell people because like
all right, need everyone back in 3. Need everyone back in 2. Voices off in 1. Should be able to explain what's going on in 0. All right, cool. Let me get 2 volunteers to share out.
What was the do now question?
The do now question was, is it worse for something, which is worse, something bad to happen to you outside of your control or inside of your control? All right, let me get 2 volunteers to share out what their partners said. All right.
So my partner was Aaron.
Okay.
It's about him, but Aaron said that he would rather have something that happened to him within his control.
Okay, why?
Because he feel like if it hadn't been his control, it could have been him.
All right, cool. Bye.
all right, my partner was Aaron and however many money. But Anaya was on the other side. She was like, she was saying that she rather something, she thinks it's worse for something that's not in your control.
Mm-hmm.
And she was basically saying, she gave a great example. One of them, I can't remember who, but it was like, suppose your younger sibling is jumping on the bed, and you like, stop jumping on the bed, right? And this was, I guess this was them trying to prove me wrong. Even though this is an opinionated question.
Yeah.
But they say, so now your younger brother falls on the floor. Let's say hit. You don't have no control over that. You know, you said you're right. The baby on the bed. And you had a great response. Drag him off the bed. Shake your hand.
So what I'm hearing is that it's really cool because you bring up the idea of what it means to have something within your control, right? So what actually is within your realm of control, right? So today's, I said it before, today is different. I'm not going to talk as much. Y'all going to just hop into the material and then we're going to share out. Like, again, it's going to be a bit more college level because that's pretty much what you do. Students go ahead and lead most of the conversation, all right? So I actually did not get to put the objective up on here. So can someone read the objective for today? Right here on the board, someone's closer. Tobias.
By the end of the lesson, students will explain what a tragic flaw is and recognize 3 traditional characteristics of tragedy. And have 80% correctly answered that.
All right. Great. All right. So essentially, we want to review exactly what a floor is. So not for tragic floor, but get some traits of a tragedy. We're gonna hop right into it, and we're gonna go to independent practice.
Okay.
So right now, what's coming around is can I get a volunteer to help me pass these out? I need 2 people to help pass these out. So, you want to help pass these out? Thank you. All right. So the handouts are coming out. What you're going to do is just read it and fill it out. All right. We're going to have a big class discussion, a fishbowl discussion. Remember, Caleb, put the phone away. Not Caleb. Sorry. Name. My bad. I apologize. All right. We're gonna have a fishbowl discussion. Remember how before we had the table groups and such, and then we were able to have a good discussion where we had the rubric and everything like that. We're gonna do that again today. All right. So go ahead. I'm gonna set the timer for 25 minutes. You're gonna work it on, read it, fill it out, and then we're gonna do something else. Do that at voice levels. At a voice level 1, independently, for the next 25 minutes. I'm going to tell you it's severely important, it's really important for y'all to make sure you're on task today. Like, that's part of y'all's grade. I'm coming around and I'm actually checking to see if you're on task and having on task conversations. You lose points based off of not being on task.
We just reading?
Read it, fill it out.
Oh.
Short version is we need you to have the information in that meeting. So we have to the sheets just a way to help organize it. Hey, Mr. Sunday, you got enough prayer for those? No, I don't. Can I go get one real quick?
Hang on, let me see if I can find one.
You two Sundays?
So I thought I had a pen, but
On a scale of 1 to 10,
how badly do you need an eraser?
Corey,
On a scale of 1 to 10, how badly do you need an eraser?
right now, your Chromebook should not be open because you do not need them at this point, and you do not should not be on your phone because you do not need them at this point. Please make sure you're on tap. Hey, language.
You keep this?
Huh? Yeah, y'all can keep that. Time check out 20 minutes. Questions, let us know. Finish when it comes down, you're looking up, waiting for instruction. You happen to finish early. So we have 10 minutes left. Now take a really quick survey since more than half the time is gone. Show of hands if you're finished. For those that are working, if out of 5 minutes, how much more time do you need? No. 2 minutes? Alright, so I'm going to give y'all 3 minutes. So at 7 minutes, we're going to share out and check everything. If finished in the meantime, you can go back through the text and annotate it. So for textual evidence for our class discussion. So if you're done, again, you can go through and annotate it because you're going to need textual evidence for our class discussion. I didn't know how long it was, so I did that at the time. Let's take this last minute to finish up.
Why not?
To the point. How?
30 seconds left, and we're going to do a share out.
I know about DJ said. I would never tell you.
It's alright, I need it.
On the month, it's a Friday and Saturday. Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Small.
What is the one?
Alright. Let's share out, y'all. This Sunday is actually going to lead the first one, but we'll go to the first section where it's characteristics of the tragedy. Listen up. Alright, so given, the yellow buck and the cats and pride, it does occur to me that it's kind of funny that we're going through this carefully, going over elements of drama and tragedy when about half the class is fine arts. So we're trying to introduce our unit on Othello, right? So this week, given that testing, we're sort of taking it slow, introducing some of the stuff about what makes something a tragedy. The first page you may have noticed wasn't actually on the note-taking sheet, right? Like it sort of started on the second page. But in general, like with historic origin tragedy, can anybody from the reading let me know what a catharsis is? Yep, catharsis. It was listed on that first page. Tobias, what do you got?
Sin and tragedy. It's like a plan.
Okay. What does that mean?
Damn, how long you been? Yeah, like, that seemed like a party or something. Yeah.
I do. Alright, so here's an example in real life, right? Like, have you ever been upset about something and then started crying? Like, let's say you were really upset and you started crying and you were like sobbing hard. Like, even the guys, like, you were like at home and nobody was really seeing, like, you were just crying. Maybe you were a little kid. But like, if
if you were just bawling, right, like just crying to yourself, once your tears start to stop and the sobbing subsides a little bit and you stop crying, do you feel a little bit better? Like,
it depends on what you're crying about.
sometimes, but like,
Sometimes you still think about it, but most of the time, yeah.
I'm not saying that it immediately fixes. I'm saying that there's this phenomenon that happens when you indulge in an emotion. It's almost like you're spinning it. You're like purging it out, right? Gotcha. So if you're mad, sometimes like let's say you're really angry about something. If you go to the gym and hit a punching bag for a while, like you're working out your emotions, right? That's a catharsis. You're sort of working out how you feel. So a lot of people feel that that's the whole point of like enjoying a tragedy. Why would people end up going to see movies that have messed up things in them, right? You see Romeo and Juliet. It's a love story where the lovers both die, right? I mean, why would we enjoy that? It sort of works through certain emotions, right? Like we like that roller coaster. So, in terms of what we need to get down here, characteristics of tragedy, how we recognize one. What do we have? A main character, usually a blank person. What kind of person is the main character in tragedy? Important, right? Some people said unhappy because it was that first line. Now, unhappy things happen to the person, but you'd be a happy dude, and then messed up things occur to you in the middle of the play, right? So it's usually an important person, like a king or a queen. Hamlet, Prince of Denmark. Romeo and Juliet, like favorite children of the captains of the Montagues. We're going to go through Othello, leader of the army, right? So, what kind of abilities does he have? Good, or her. And a
Tragic flaw.
tragic weakness, right? That tragic flaw, what we were talking about with Arjuna, you end up having this idea that if it's your own fault, if there's some character flaw you have, that'd be an issue. All right, what else do we have? It involves a conflict. All right. Make sure you end up getting these if you don't have them already. All right, Yahara, it has a conflict between the hero and an
Antagonist.
yes, which may be a person or force, relates events that lead to a catastrophe, great word, or a tragic resolution, which usually results in the hero's death. Includes a resolution, would you say?
I said solution.
All right, so that was one that seemed a little bit iffy, but whatever they're facing, whatever the hero faces doom with what and what? Yes, right? They're not sitting in the corner crying. They're facing it with courage and dignity.
Sometimes.
So, we're going to talk more about the conventions next time, right? But, to finish out, so a Shakespearean play is divided into acts, right? Usually like 5 acts, which themselves are divided into
Scenes.
excellent. Most of the dialogue is in unrhymed iambic pentameter or
Blank
blank
verse.
verse. Characters reveal information to the audience are yes, right? So like if I'm talking to you and then I'm saying like, I'm any idea what he's saying. That's an aside, right? When you end up having the character, like anybody ever see that old 80s show Saved by the Bell, whatever it was? When suddenly the action stops and Zach Morris turns to the camera and starts speaking to the audience. Yeah, that's what it's. Or anybody see Deadpool?
Yeah.
Deadpool when he breaks the fourth wall, that's kind of an aside, right? They call it breaking the fourth wall. So, irony is a contrast between. There you go. Yes. In dramatic irony, because there are 3 kinds of irony, right? In dramatic irony, what appears to be true to a character is seen to be
False.
right. So, horror movies, when somebody ends up saying, we'll be safe if we split up. No, that's a bad call. So, like other writers, a playwright may use to give clues about events that will happen later. Right? If I end up starting my story with, and Tobias had no idea what was in store for him today. We know something has happened to Tobias today. Right? Cool. All right. So, if you have that stuff down, you're good.
All right, so what I'm coming around with is an article as per the, if you look up an independent practice, you're just going to read through the article and annotate it. I'm going to give you about 10 minutes. You don't actually have to read through the entire article. What you're actually doing is going through it to looking for textual evidence. for the prompt that we're going to have for our discussion. Okay? Basically, you get to choose a side, and you're going to find textual evidence based off of the prompt, which is, does the idea of the tragedy, as per what we just discussed, make you more human? All right? You feel more human, or are you going to be more human by experiencing said tragedy? Okay? So as I come around, or everybody should have the handout, you're going to annotate it looking for textual evidence, because you're going to need it to use textual evidence in our class discussion, okay? Yes, this one right here. I'm coming around with it right now.
So you want us to read it and annotate it?
Yes, read it and annotate it for textual evidence to support your piece. All right? The question is, does a tragedy make you feel more human? Or is let me show y'all what the prompt is. This is actually the prompt. So, how do you think that tragedy helps us be more human? How so? You're going to use textual evidence. All right? But right now, we're just up on here. Okay? So I'm going to set the time for 10 minutes. And y'all can go ahead.
Wait, what we doing? I'm sorry.
It does. This is a question that you're trying to answer in our class discussion. You're looking for textual evidence to support whatever side. Huh? You don't have to. Take the 10 minutes here as much as you can. Article's a little dense, sorry.
No.
Minutes.
Oh, no, I don't do it.
5 minutes, 30 seconds.
I don't like it at all. Just tell me about it.
So what?
I don't like this article. It's not helping me answer the question.
So what's
Ew,
your
bro. That's what I'm saying, bro. Answer the value.
Yeah, so the whole point, remember it has a question. There's a point where it gets to the question, what is it, what does it affect? Like, what's the effect of it, right? And that's going towards the second part. So you would look towards this. All right, so everybody listen up because y'all heard a good point, right? There's some things in the article that are not necessarily helping y'all answer the question, right? But more towards the second part. So I'm going to tell y'all in the last few minutes, more towards the second half where he poses a question of like, what does it mean? What is it? What's the purpose of it? Yeah, is when he starts to talk about it. So if anything, start focusing in that area.
Hey,
that's the question I'm going to do. This question? Yes, we're in a discussion.
man. Oh, in the discussion.
Not right here. We're going to have an actual class discussion.
Hey.
If you have enough evidence, I want you to go to a website called Today's Meet. You can go on your phone, you can open your phone book if you have your evidence to go to Today's Meet. You can use your phone. Today's Meet. Just Google it. It should be, yes, todaysmeet.com. So that's the name of the website. And then y'all will be here. That's the name of the room. So if you finish collecting your evidence, you're going to go to todaysmeet.com and you're going to type in the room for 2A, tragedy discussion. 2A, tragedy discussion. That's why you were collecting discussion. Yeah, I'm explaining. But if you finish, everybody should go to that. If you finish getting evidence, you're going to go to that website. Use your phone. The room name is 2A Tragedy Discussion. You shouldn't have to make it. You shouldn't have to make an account, but if you do, and it takes only about 10 seconds. Yes. It's 30 seconds left in this segment to collect evidence. Today, try to discussion. Yes, all together.
It's gotta be good.
No, you should not need to make an account. All right. So we have about 10 minutes left in the period. A little over 10 minutes. All right. Everybody needs to go to this website, todaysweek.com. Okay? Todaysweek.com. You should be able to type in the room 2A tragedy discussion.
Hey, Johnny, you showed him,
Right?
you showed him. I heard it this morning. You walked to me like, what is that?
What happens is when you go to the website, it's going to ask for a name of the room. Or you're going to type it in exactly like this.
Yeah, create an account.
No, you should not need to create an account.
Type it in exactly like what?
Like this.
Okay.
Alright, so let's take 2 minutes to go ahead and make sure that works.
So, because I don't got one.
You have a phone.
It's better go there though.
You have a
Or
phone.
won't you work with
Or you can hop on this computer.
It takes 2 minutes now.
Alright, let me
This ain't working. It said 2 days now.
Mine works. You ain't
I did that.
and it didn't work for y'all.
Is it?
Yes. So here's what happens. When you go in there, put your real name, because that's the way you get credit. Alright? Put your real name, because that's the way you're going to get credit. You don't go pick a name. You don't. So let me show y'all really quick. Huh? What you told me? It said it had too easy. Your thing had too easy.
You gotta go through this.
So when you had the name, it didn't have it was tragic. You made your own. No, that's the pick your name. Pick a name.
Oh my God.
You have to give it no.
You entered it under pick a name. How many people successfully got it?
Who got it correct?
Okay, so it is more than one. All right.
Alright, so let me try.
I can just put my name.
Hey, Richard, is there a limit to how many people can access it?
No.
You sure?
Yeah.
Alright, I got her.
I wish I had email. I just sent them. Try this, y'all. Try typing it.
Nah, try reversing the page.
I did it, but this all works.
Let me show you. If there's a hiccup, then we'll just have a discussion in cases.
What you say your room was?
It's, the room is like right here. It's 2A tragedy discussion. shoot a tragedy discussion. Okay? And if it doesn't work, then try typing in this link slowly. Try typing this link right here in slowly.
Try to make that big.
Do you make it larger?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hang on one second.
You don't know how to make the text.
Alright, y'all. So here's what we're gonna do. I want, since we're having, LJP3.
Take the other
So it seems we're having a problem with the technology, which is fine, and I really want us to have the discussion. So I want 8 volunteers to have the discussion. That'll count as y'all's exit ticket. And the people that do not join in the discussion, we're going to do just like we would do. So I'm going to, like if this works. The way that this would work, it would be like Twitter. It would be an ongoing feed where people could type into it. It would be ongoing. It would be an ongoing feed where you get to see people's reactions. Yes. Yes, LJP3. Take it away. But instead, what we're going to do is, everybody go ahead. We're going to close it on Chromebook because it seems like people can't get in it. And the people that do not participate in the discussion, what I want instead is to have y'all write down your reactions to the discussion. So you would say, if Daniel were to say something in the discussion that triggered a question, you would write your question down and then write Daniel. All right, and a bit of what he said. If you heard something that Daniel said and you wanted to hear more about it, you would write that topic down and put his name next to it. If you heard something of fact or something you wish that was advanced, you're going to write all that stuff down. All your reactions, any questions, anything you wish you would have.
Your name is on there.
Come on, y'all. Any reactions, any questions, anything you wanted to hear more of, you want to write that stuff down. Okay? With that being said, let me get my volunteers. I need about 8 volunteers. We're going to make a circle. It's cool. We're going to talk it out in the lab. We'll talk out the last 5 minutes of class.
I'll see you at 5.
All right. So we're gonna switch modify. Let's have don't worry about it. Let's have a class discussion. Huh? You got some work? It worked?
So you just made me do all.
That's what I'm saying. You put it in one that's on the board.
Now I got
technology, right? Think of some technology. If we had about an extra 15 minutes, this would be dope. All right. We're still going to have a discussion, and y'all go ahead and just type in y'all's reactions and such on today's meeting. I'll bring up the room. All right?
You gotta go back to the page.
What was the prompt?
Nah, you talking about the line.
The website is today's meeting. Oh, good.
You allowed. So they can get right into it.
This one.
Why my name pop up? I wrote stuff.
Okay. So I'm gonna start. I believe that, and then people hop in when you want, or you can put your reactions up on today's meet, and I'll be able to get the transcript. It's okay. So then just hop in and do. If it doesn't work, do what I said and write down your reactions and everything. Okay, and then we'll collect it. So I'm gonna start. I do feel that you need a tragedy in order to feel human. All right. I feel that way because I believe that part of being human is being able to experience emotions. So like Mr. Sunday said, when you come in and using some type of catharsis, you're going to have some type of therapy. You're having some type of therapy when you go ahead and let those emotions out. All right. So with that being said, let's go, y'all. Hop in.
So this guy right here.
Hey,
It will pop up.
Mr.
Put it back on the board. Put it back on the board, please.
Relax. Okay. When you do it, please make sure it's appropriate. Please make sure also that.
Mine ain't going to swear.
All right. Mind you, I'm gonna be able to download these and see who's playing around. This is how you get your grade. Yes.
Maybe
There
on
are
the
things
wrong
that have things in it that make us feel like mistake, like you can go through things and stuff like so it makes us like think about the things that they be going through in life and help us out. Like help us with our situation when we going through if we go through that, you know, with the things to do with it, to do when you're going through it.
All right. Cool. Let's pick it up. Who wants to pick it up? Who heard what he said?
I didn't hear what he said, but I thought so.
You get my phone?
I mean, everyone should experience because you don't know your life.
You gotta speak up.
Never mind.
I got to hear you.
Take the phone off the hook. Ain't gotta listen.
All right. Just speak louder.
Alright, I'm take the phone off the hook.
I turn it down.
I feel as though every human should experience a tragedy because it makes you, it kind of, as Jamar said, I think, I don't know if I'm right or wrong because I just can't think, but it makes you a kind of bigger person because you
Okay.
understand your right and your wrong if it's like a bad situation.
Good. All right. Let's pick it. Someone else pick it up. Someone else pick it up, and make sure you're using textual evidence in your You're using textual evidence in your explanations. All right.
Like
This is what one asked for.
sometimes when you're going through stuff like tragedy and stuff, like you don't have nobody there to talk to you. Like, you don't know what to do during that tragedy. Like, but after reading Shakespeare plays and stuff, watching movies about it, like different stuff. It don't have to be Shakespeare or none of that. It could be something else. It could be like another movie, but you learning something to deal with your situation. Like when people like are heartbroken or something, they go watching like a movie that somebody got their heartbroken, and how they jump back off the heartbreak and like they're being a better person or getting themselves up or becoming something better. Like I don't know my words.
No, it's cool. All right. It's about, so just hop in. This is a class discussion. Hop in. Using accountable talk. Fellas.
It's not a conversation. Sorry.
Something in the article that was like, they were saying how they were saying that Shakespearean that his speeches, they should be like a form of art. I agree. Because, you know, it's not much you can compare his works.
Good.
Like he bringing, like they say, like in the article, others say, like he bringing a new feature to, like early different plays. Different plays, like a new feature and stuff too. Like it's different. Every play is different. It's not the same. Like he talk about like how somebody went through something else, like somebody went through war, somebody went through love, like things like that.
Oh, man. It's so
Okay. So let me get one more reaction and share out. And making sure that you're using textual evidence. Please. Anybody besides Tobias? Let me get one more person. Please. Using textual evidence. Right.
You go through a tragedy, it can make you. I mean, everybody has challenges. Everybody has emotions. So, like, that's part of it. You go through a tragedy, it helps you, like, become a better person in a way. You know, but it can break you down.
It's not about going through the tragedy, it's about how you bounce back from the tragedy.
Yeah.
It's like practice.
And my Shakespearean tragedy works and a loss of any given nature or God. That might explain suicide, actions, death,
Alright, cool. Hey y'all, I hope y'all wasn't messing around on there. I like being able to do this type of stuff with y'all. We can do more of this if y'all, when we have more time. I want to let you know though, if you were joking around on here, I have it documented because you won't get credit for it. All right. So, whatever you need, give us that. Y'all keep this joint right here. But we need the note taking. We also need that other article to see that you actually annotated it, and we have your credit right here between the three of us, Ms. Manley, Mr. Sunday, and myself. about.
If you didn't,
Yeah, you still get like because the expectation is if you didn't speak, you were able to type it in, or you write in your transcript, or you're handing in your transcript. All right. So the piece of paper. The last thing, y'all, is y'all gonna hand in that piece of paper with y'all reactions if you could not get on the website. Right? So I should be getting 20 things from y'all. Huh?
I wish you would have seen what I wrote.
Oh, I will.
All right, turn in your note-taking sheet.
I might do it.
Make sure you get to your testing location.
No matter what time we get out of good discussion. Not the same, just like yeah. That's your name. Just write down your reactions. Just write it down.
Hey, Mr. Rencher, you got my work already?
Yeah. Nah. How you feeling today?
Oh, here you go. What block we gotta go to? So we going to that.
I want this. I want you this. I want you were you able to get on the website? So you can write down reactions.
I like when you.
Good.
I like trying.
That worked great.
That was good. I don't think we got I'm not sure how much the question of it is I feel like so blows and grows.
Hold on, let me turn this off.
All right.